Hello everybody, my name is Carolina Duque. I am a student of modern languages at Ecci University, and now let me say you a little bit things about the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. Staples Lewis was born on 29 November 1898 in Belfast, Ireland, and he died on 22nd November 1963 when he was 64 years old in Oxford, England. So, can you imagine this place in Narnia? Please keep in mind this place. But he was Lewis. Lewis was a teacher, novelist, announcer, theologian, and philosopher. He also wrote using different types of genre like wonderful, fantasy, science, and apologetics. He is recognized by his fiction novels like the Scriptive Letters and the Space Trilogy and the Chronicles of Narnia. So today, let me say you a little bit interesting things about Narnia. It has 7 books and was published in disorder, and the last one was The Last Battle, and just 1 year before was published The Magic and Sniff. As we know, we have just 3 movies. This one, and this one, and dinner months or years, I don't know, the silver share. But okay, what about the first book, The Magic and Sniff? Do you know where is located Narnia? Or why a lion? Or why a bear? Okay, I'm going to say you. This is my book, The Magic and Snuff, and I want to show you a little bit important facts in that book. And okay, this here is Diggory, and she is Polly. Here is in a very important place. There is Charm. She is Jadis. Keep in mind. And Fresson. Keep in mind too. And this is the most important fact for Narnia. Well, the beginning of Narnia. And look that. Fresson, Magic of Aslan. And Queen, King, Aslan, and I don't know, say Diggory, and the rest of the animals of Narnia. And okay, the rest of the books. Did you remember the first movie, The Teacher Kirke? That traveled to Narnia and gave some weapons to Susan and Lucy, Peter and Edmund? Well, here's Diggory Kirke one of the first people to be in Narnia. He lives in Cathersley House in England with his 6 mom and his crazy uncle Andrew. Polly and Diggory was played by his house until found a mystery door. Then they found a magical rings. These are the magical rings. It's important to remember that yellow means arrive to the magical forest, and green means live any places. Well, about magical forest, it has a lot of lagoon. It could be other worlds, and when Diggory and Polly arrived there, they marked at Holmes Lagoon. Then, with their green rings, jumped inside another lagoon, arrived to Charn. Charn is a dead world because his queen Jadis said that the probable word. It killed all living things, less herself. The Diggory touched a bell and broke a spell of Jadis. She returns to live and arrived in a magical forest, and then to England with Diggory and Polly. But all that was because she wants to be a queen of our planet. Can you imagine that? The beginning of Narnia starts in England with Jadis, Diggory, Polly, Andrew, Breeders, Freson, and then Aslan brought his wife. All of them was touched to Jadis when Diggory used his yellow ring. All of them arrived at nothing when the next king of Narnia decided to sing a harvest song. Afterward, they listen another song and see how magical lights come out to make the sun and the stars. Welcome to Narnia. When they can see further, they look at a powerful lion singing a weird song. It created a sun, the stars, the land, and the rivers, and the most important, the animals, a lot of them. But when it finished to sing, it chose one couple per animal race. So one couple of elephant, one couple of mouse, one couple of horse. But did you remember Freson? Aslan chose it for an important mission. Aslan and the couple of each animal race was present when Aslan made a coronation of Breeders Freson and his wife as a kings of Narnia, now called Helen and Frank. They must be fair, kind, and courageous with all animals and people from Narnia. Diggory arrived with the apple and giving it to Aslan. He planted it and grew a tree. Then it will be a protective tree of Narnia. Did you remember that Jadis ate an apple without humble reason? Well, that tree will be her dome. For that reason, Jadis can be near to Narnia because the tree represents happiness, hope, and truth. It was the first date of Narnia, but Aslan knows that an evil queen is there. So he asked the humans who brought it there. And Diggory answered for that. So Aslan asked him to go for an apple from the miracle tree. Did you remember to horse present? Well, Aslan gave an beautiful wings, and Polly wants to go with them. When Diggory arrived at the miracle tree, he found two Jadis eating an apple. It has a mystery powers, but you can get it just for a humble reasons. If not, it could be your doom. Remember a 6 months Diggory? Well, Aslan gives a miracle apple to her and get good health. And Diggory planted it at his garden too. It was an amazing tree of apples, but it sometimes remembered it's really from. When it was older, Diggory decided to do a beer broth. As we know, the rings were made with things from Narnia, as the new werewolf was a same power. It can bring things to Narnia. Well, now you know why a werewolf arrives at Narnia. And remember that lantern, it was the same that Jadis threw from England. Why a lion? Well, this animal is king of the jungle, and it is located at the top of the food chain. And it's so curious, like an apple is made of good and evil too. Remember, Eva ate one too, and the most famous story, Snow White had an apple too. Now we know how was created Narnia and how arrived there. So I hope that you can learn a little bit of that video, and remember that Narnia is a place that it could be possible.